Hi everyone, I'm hoping to bring you a completed pages video today. I've got a very short window of time, so hopefully I can get through all these pages. I have a big stack of books here. So this is what I coloured in March 2024, and I know I kicked off the month with this particular book, but the rest of them are in no particular order. So to start with, we have Johanna Basford's World of Flowers. And I coloured the double page spread here, started with this page and then moved on to the next one and used very similar colours but in a slightly different way. So that was Faber-Castell connector pens with some metallic gel pen. And then that's the other page there. So they work quite well together. I'm happy with how that one came out. Next I have Christine Caron's Wildflower Folk here, and I did two in this book this month. I believe that was Derwent watercolour pencils with perhaps a bit of coloured pencil over the top. And I also coloured the Forest Sprite, and she is in watercolour pencil with some coloured pencil as well. So I only have a couple done in that book, and I'd like to get back to that a bit more often. This is a book that's been taking up a bit of my time. It's the new release from R.J. Hampson called Around the World, and if you have seen any of my other videos you will have already seen all these pages. So I'll just go through them quickly. I've used a lot of different types of pencils, Faber-Castell connector pen water-based markers. I've used some Ohuhu alcohol markers, metallic jelly roll, Sakura jelly roll pens. So it's a real mishmash of stuff here. And I'm colouring this book from front to back. And I hope to complete the first section that way, fairly quickly. There is a video of how I coloured this page. It's in 5 parts because I kept each part rather short. So if you'd like to have a look at how I coloured that one, it demonstrates how I used the Faber-Castell connector pen water-based markers to do the base, and then bring in some details with coloured pencil and metallic pens. This is an alcohol marker page that I completed yesterday. I'm really happy with the way that area down there came out. I used the colourless blender and the dotting method to create a bit of texture there and make the floor look like it's pebbled or some sort of textured flooring. I also used the colourless blender to bring back some highlights in some of these areas as well. And then this one I finished this morning. I had some bleed through from this page, had gone onto this page, and in an effort to conceal that, or at least make it blend in, I decided to use some tea to stain the paper and make it look like old papyrus. And then I've come back with watercolour pencils and coloured pencils, Derwent Graphitint pencils, to make that look a bit aged and textured like papyrus might be. So I'm quite happy with the way that one came out. And that's as far as I've got in that book. Next one is Mythographic Cosmic Spirit. I've done 2 in this one this month. The first one was for Colour the Tarot, the hashtag Colour the Tarot for Happy Catastrophe on YouTube. Candice has got a great series going there where she talks about each tarot card and then we colour a page that depicts it. And that's the Hermit. So that turned out quite well. And then a more recent page that I completed last night is Aries, and this is for Colouring with Kate. And the hashtag is CWC Aries 2024, I believe. And that's a series of colouring zodiac theme pages that Caitlin has got going. That was all alcohol markers and Jelly Roll Metallics, that one. So the next book is Layla Julie's Walk in the Woods, and this is her newest book. And I've done this little squirrel here just to try out how watercolour pencils and Derwent Graphitint worked on this paper, and it worked pretty well. The designs are so delicate, the line work, that I thought that watercolour might be, a good choice for this book. And this page here is coloured pencil, which is Artex pencils. I don't tend to work wholly and solely in pencils very often anymore. This book is A Million Little Monsters by Lulu Mayo, and the page that I have completed in here is this one, which was a Derwent Inktense base with coloured pencil over top and some Jelly Roll glaze pens. And I have to thank Annika at Axic Fumbles for gifting me this book. It's a lovely little book. And Lulu Mayo's A Million Sea Creatures, another gift from Annika. And this one is just all Faber-Castell connector pens. And I've used the pointillism or dotting method to put some texture in there and just to help blend some of those darker colours so that it didn't become too solid. And that worked out quite well. I like that bright sort of colour palette for Lulu Mayo books. So that's that one. Next is Crystal Vogel. I won't try to pronounce this title because I don't speak German, and most of you would know it anyway. And this one was a buddy colour that I did with Jo at 120 Colours on Instagram. You should go look her up if you haven't already. She's a lovely colourist and a really lovely, supportive person too. So the page that we did, sorry about this, I should have been better prepared and marked all my pages. Sometimes they like to hide from you, don't they? Okay, this one. This is the page that Jo and I coloured as a buddy colour. It's a really cute little page there. I love this book because it is smaller format and it is really quick and easy to work in. Next I have R.J. Hampson's A Frog's Tale, and this one was a buddy colour with Jo as well. And we coloured this page called Nemesis, and I have just used, you can see what my pages are coming out of the book, just used alcohol markers and a bit of coloured pencil with this one. So, yep, I've actually got the page fallen out of that one. So that's A Frog's Tale. This is a new book to me that I received this month as well. On the cover it does say Find Colour. I have not translated any of the other writing there. And it does say by Gugeli, Gugeli. Now this book has really different paper in it, and I found it really tricky to work on, so I actually gave up on this page at this stage, but I found the grayscale was a little bit difficult to work with, and I'd chosen to use Derwent watercolour pencils on that, and I think there's a bit of Graphitint on there as well, and I just had a lot of trouble getting that to work, so I may come back and finish that completely, but if not, that's okay. It's at a point where it's acceptable to leave it, but it's a beautiful book. It's got some fabulous artwork in it, but it's a very different type of paper, and there is a lot of grayscale, so I might just sort of have to experiment to find the best way to work with that, but beautiful artwork in that one. in Pop Manga next with Camilla Derico. I think that might be how you pronounce it. I'm not 100% sure. Apologise if not. I actually posted this page, which was a coffee splash experiment, where you splash coffee on the page, and when it's dry you only colour in the areas where the coffee has splashed. And I used coloured pencil over the top of the coffee and some metallic watercolour paint, starry colours. Is it Kuretake? Something like that. And then I also splashed some of the metallic paint here, and then I used a straw to blow the paint in different directions to get that splash look. So that's a really interesting little project to have a go at. I found out about it via Sapphire Colours on YouTube, another colourist who does amazing work. You should check her out. She explains it really well and does a far better job of it than I have there. But it is really fun. I've also had a go at that page, so I will be trying that again at some stage in the future, and this book works well for trying that little technique out. So that was Pop Manga. With Camilla Derico, I've also got Pop Manga Beauties and Beasties, and I did one in this one, which is for St. Patrick's Day, and I kept that one really, really simple. That's got Derwent Inktense pencils and a little bit of metallic gold pen, and possibly a tiny bit of coloured pencil as well. Next page is Rooms of Wonder, and in this one I did the wardrobe page, which turned out pretty well. And I've just realised I didn't show you some of the others that I did in World of Flowers. So I'll grab that book back and I'll show you that. So in this one, I also started that page as a demonstration video where I showed how I used Faber-Castell connector pens with water and watercolour pencils. So I will come back to that and show you how I finished that one off. This was a long time whip that I had started and I came back and finished, and that's Faber-Castell connector pens again, and that was to finish that double page spread. Page on the right had already been done, and I came back and finished that one. And I also did this page with Faber-Castell connector pens and lots of water to encourage the bleeding effect. I'm really happy with the way that worked out for the flowers. It's such lovely, vibrant, deep colour. I don't often have a lot of whips on the go. I do have some abandoned pages, and this was a long time whip that I had given up on a while ago. I finished this off this month, and I didn't realise, I thought I had finished this page, but it's not quite done, so I need to come back and finish this one as well. So that's that book. Forest Song, I did a buddy colour with inside the lines outside the box, and that was the page that we did in there, called Temptation, and that was alcohol markers with coloured pencil and some possibly water-based markers as well. I like the way that one turned out. And then my latest one that I completed this morning was in Rhapsody in Hepboss, I'm not sure how to pronounce that correctly, by Kanoko Agusa. That's that book. And I completed this page for Easter. It's the only Easter colouring I have done so far. And that was Derwent Inktense pencils with some Brute Funa macaron pencils and a white acrylic paint pen. So I'm really quite happy with how that's turned out. I love the colour that the Inktense pencils create. It's so vibrant. So I think that's pretty much it for the month. Thank you for watching. If there are any pages there that you really like, let me know. And if you think I should make this a regular habit to show you my completed pages, also pop that in the comments and let me know, and I'll try to be a little bit more organised in the next one. So I'll say goodbye for now. It's actually Easter Sunday, so I'll wish everyone that celebrates a happy Easter, and I'll hopefully see you soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.